Hello everyone, I'm Crystal with Whole New Perspective. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I am very excited to be participating in the hashtag WIG 2024 challenge. That is the Winter Indoor Growing Challenge, and it is hosted by GT Grows in Alaska and Mike's Chaotic Gardening. So what am I going to be growing and how am I growing it? Listen, before I get into that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Please give this video the thumbs up. Now, I have AeroGardens, and that's what I'm going to be growing in. I've had these AeroGardens, these two AeroGardens, for a couple of years, and I have had no issues with growing in them. So AeroGarden was going out of business, and in December, early December, they had their AeroGardens on sale. I think it was $69, and so I decided to purchase 2 more AeroGardens, and I did. And that's what we have here. These are brand new AeroGardens that I have not opened. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and open them, and I'm going to put them together. They are like this AeroGarden. This is a different one. And so what I'm going to be doing with this, I'm going to use this particular AeroGarden to start my seeds. I have a seed starting kit, and it came with this particular system. And so I'm going to go ahead, and I won't do it right now, but I'm going to use this one for my seed starting. My other 3, I'm going to start growing in those. And so before I share with you what I'm growing, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the other 2 AeroGardens together. It's very simple, very easy. And what I also want to say is AeroGarden decided not to close. And so they said, you know, they heard from a lot of people, and because of that, they decided not to close. And so you're going to see, they actually do have AeroGardens available, but they are certainly not $69 anymore. These AeroGardens, I looked at them, they were produced in October of 2024. And I have no concerns about them lasting. I've had no issues at all with my AeroGardens. And these are the only types of indoor hydroponic systems that I have, and I enjoy growing in them. So let me go ahead and start putting these together so we can get going in my hashtag WIG 2024 challenge. I do have a detailed video where I'm sharing, setting up the AeroGarden. So I won't be too detailed with these because I will link that video at the very end so that you'll have an opportunity to see exactly how, sorry, loud. So you will see exactly how to set the AeroGarden up if you have any questions. These are very simple, very easy. They come with some recipes, tomato cucumber salad with mint, and a really good booklet, a quick start booklet. Let's see. This is gourmet herb seed pods. I don't know if I'll use these. I may use some. Honestly, I still have some of those pods from before because I don't use everything in here at that time, because one of the things I've started doing, and I'm going to ensure that I do this year, and I've said it before, is I want to make sure that I'm growing what we eat. And so that's going to be very important to me, is to grow what we're going to be eating. So I'm going to just keep removing everything. This is so simple. It's pretty much set up already. Let's see. Yeah. And this is how it comes out of the box. So this is very easy, guys. AeroGarden is very easy. Move these things out of the way. So it is taped down. It's just so simple. Has a very easy, quick start, you know. Gotta be plugging everything in. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with everything. I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'll probably wait to start one a little bit later so that I continuously have the food that we like. So I have that done. I'm gonna put my glasses on so that I can see the instructions. Okay, now again, this is the instruction booklet, quick setup guide. I really like that this one better than I do the other one because it does have the control panels, and so I really do like this one a little better than I do this one, the one that I'll be using for my seed starting. Very quick, get growing quickly. So I already have my bowl secure. I'm gonna grow my things. I grow back here on this little windowsill, and so I'm gonna put it back there. But let's see what's in. So you get some liquid plant food with it. And this has a measuring cup. Now, it used to not have that, but this has a measuring cup that you use with the plant food. And these are already it already has the seeds in it. Let's see what it has. Dill, mint, thyme, Thai basil, curly parsley, and just regular sweet basil. So I may grow some of these things as well. We'll see what I end up growing. I'm getting ready to get this going, and I'll share what I'm going to use. The thing about this too is that for my AeroGarden here that I have already used, the plastic things are reusable. I'll share that. All these things are reusable. And what I do is just purchase in bulk the little sponges, the things that you put your seeds in. So I have a couple hundred of these actually. And so very easy to reuse, and I like that about this as well. It's just very easy to reuse. So I'm gonna go ahead and get going with this. One of the things that you do, I made sure that the bowl is on. It has a cord in the back. It's already plugged in, but it's the pump cord, and so you want to make sure that it is securely plugged in. And this is already plugged in here. This is the water reservoir, and this is where you want to put your water. Let me move this before I make a mess. So you would use it to pour your water down in there. It's already, I'm surprised, before I had to plug it into the pump and everything, but this one is already plugged in, so I don't have to worry about that. So then I would just fill my water here, which will share my video from before, a little bit of that. I would fill it here, and then I just put my seeds down in here. Put a little bit of this. The directions here is pretty simple. It has directions on it, and I would use all 6. And so if I'm going to use all 6, I'm going to put this in here every 2 weeks. And it just tells you at the 8 milliliter mark to put fill it to that and put it in your water every 2 weeks. Thing about this kit too is that it tells you when you need to add some food, and it tells you when you need to add water as well. And that's one of the things that I really like about it. And the height, you keep it like this until it begins to grow. You put your lids on it. So I'm gonna bring you back, and I'm just gonna go ahead and share some of that with you. So what are the main things that I'm going to be growing? I told you guys that this year I am focusing on what my husband and I eat. That's what I want to grow more of. We eat quite a bit of tomatoes and lettuce. Tomatoes and lettuce. Try to eat a salad every day. And so what I want to do is focus on growing more lettuce. I know that the lettuce grows really well indoors, and tomatoes grow really well indoors. That's usually the things that I grow. I thought about trying some new things just to see, but guys, I really want to stick with supplementing our grocery store runs. And so this is going to be a great way for me to do that. And so what am I going to go ahead and grow? Yes, let's just see. I purchased some seeds through Baker Creek. I had that seed haul. I shared that with you. These are the seeds that I have grown in the past or used in the past. This is butter crunch lettuce. Butter crunch lettuce grows really well for me hydroponically, so I'm definitely going to be growing that. Now, I tried these Lunix seeds before. They're supposed to grow hydroponically pretty well, but I didn't have luck with these last year. I did not have luck with these. So I decided to just buy a new pack. I have a new pack, and I'm gonna give it another try because we do eat a lot of lettuce, and this is supposed to be a hydroponic lettuce. So I'm hoping that these will grow well for us. I'll be bringing you along with me, so I'll grow these. I'm definitely gonna grow my orange hat tomatoes. They grow really well in the hydroponic system. So I'll be growing those tomatoes. And I want to try, this is a new micro tom tomato that I haven't grown hydroponically, but I'm gonna believe that it will grow just as well as the orange hat. So I'm going to be growing lettuce and tomatoes because those are the things that we eat quite a bit of. Now, I may go ahead and grow some of the herbs that we have. I may do that. I definitely will grow some to put outside, and that may be what I do as far as the seed start and grow it to put it outside, because I do want some mint. I want more mint. My mint is doing well, and I'm hoping that the ice storm and all of the cold weather that we've had and the snow, I'm hoping that those things did not die off during that. So we'll see, but I really want to grow a lot of mint this year, so I'll go ahead and I may put that in and grow that hydroponically as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not going to start this one right now because I want to do some succession planting with these. Although I can eat them all throughout, I still want to try to do some succession planting, I think. And I'm gonna go ahead and get these growing now. If you've seen any of the videos where I've grown my tomatoes, they grow really large. And so I may throw in some herbs between those so that, because I can't grow all tomatoes because they do grow really well and the plants grow really large, and you need to have some air circulation. I did know that from the last time I had 2 huge plants and tomato plants, and they just needed a lot of air circulation. So I'll be growing that. I'll put them in I'm gonna try the toms and the orange hats in different systems, and then I'll probably throw some lettuce in each system as well, so that each system will have tomatoes and lettuce together. I'm very excited to be participating in the hashtag WIG 2024 challenge. Again, it's hosted by GT Grows in Alaska and Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Now listen, please go ahead and watch all these videos that are out. A lot of people are doing some great things. They are growing some great plants indoors during this particular challenge, and I'm excited to see what everybody is growing. You know, for me, I'm just gonna stick to the basics and get this growing so that we will have this 2024 growing challenge together for me. And it's the beginning and the kickoff of the 2025 growing season, and I'm excited to be doing this. I've gone ahead and set up one of the systems, and it's the brand new system, and I'll bring you closer to it and share what it says once you plug it in. But before I even do that, I want to go ahead and get everything loaded, the seeds. And because I'm not using all of the seeds that came with the system, I'm just going to share with you again. I buy these in bulk. You can buy them in bulk. And I'm just going to put it down in here. I'm going to grow orange hat tomatoes, as well as the butternut, the butter crunch lettuce in this particular aeroponic system. And I may grow one of the herbs. We'll see if I do that. But this is all about salads for me and what we will eat. So all I do is put them in, fill them in here, and get the seeds out. Usually I like to put this down into the system first, but just for sake of sharing this with you, I have 2 seeds, and this has a hole in it. The seeds did not go in the hole, but this has a hole in it, and that's where you want to put your seeds. So, and I usually put 2 seeds in just to help to ensure that I have some germination. These seeds are small. As you know, tomato seeds are small seeds. So that one went in. I'm gonna get one more because I want to be sure that it works, or that I have some germination. So that's that. It's in. I push it down in here, and then what I do is I just normally just buy these covers. You don't have to buy the covers, but you do need to put some covers on it, whether you purchase the covers or you make some yourself. You can use foil, and that's what I'll use on the ones that don't have anything in them or that I won't be growing in, because you don't want any light. So I have this here, and I'll just write on here the type of tomato that it is. That way I won't get confused. Even though I plan on putting the different tomatoes in the different AeroGardens, I still will do that. So that's that. It's really just that simple. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and drop it into, let's see, I want it to grow up front. So as the water, I did fill it with water, so as the water goes into this sponge, it will go all the way down. And then after that happens, I'm gonna go ahead and put these little covers on top of it to help it grow. So I'm gonna continue to do that right now. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the lettuce. It takes the tomatoes a little bit of time to grow, but that's okay. I have time. Keep that out. I'm gonna try to grow quite a bit of this, and it does grow really well, and it's abundant as well when it grows, so it germinates really well also. That's one, put one on, I'll put 2 in there as well. That fell, it didn't fall into there we go. So I have that one in there. Then I'm just going to here we go. Still have some seeds in my hands. I'm gonna go ahead and try more of the lettuce. Well, no, I'm gonna grow another orange hat in there. Now I have 2 lettuces growing and 2 orange hat tomatoes growing in here. I'll bring you closer and just share with you what the actual system is letting us know we need to do. So this is what it looks like on top. I still have those open, but I'm going to close those because you don't want any light in your system. And once I plug it up, this is what it says. Welcome. Press the button to start, this button. So I'm gonna go ahead and press it. It says to set the clock. So it says it's at 12 p.m. right now. What time is it? It is 12:18. So that's okay. Well, so it's really set. Very good. Clock is set. So then I like that it tells you what you need to do. I have my new system set up with my lettuce and tomatoes. This is my original system. I did take it apart. I want to make sure that it is good and clean inside before I get going. And so I'm doing that. And then I'm just going to go ahead. Listen guys, this connects. The other one was already connected, but this is all it is. You just connect it to your pump down here. There we go. And then once it's like that, this is where your cord goes for your electricity. And this is just really that simple of a system. And so now I'm just gonna go ahead and get going with what I wanna plant in it. I'm gonna plant some micro toms in it. I don't think I'm going to plant any or put any of the herb seeds in it. I'm going to stick with the tomatoes. Well, let me change that. I may put some of, because I may want to put some of this into my, this is a Thai basil. I may want to put some of this into my salad. No, I'm not going to use those. I'm going to go ahead and save them for later and just stick with the butter crunch lettuce. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and try some of this newer lettuce. I'll throw a butter crunch in because I know that does germinate, and I want to make sure that we have good germination with this. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one going now. So I'll get it going, get it plugged in, go ahead and add my seeds. This will be the new micro tom seeds that I'm going to use for this one. I'm interested in the flavor of this particular tomato. Seeds are a lot smaller. Let's see. Actually, before I even do that, I'm going to go ahead, because I'm sure several seeds will come out. So I'll just get this ready. I also purchased this Grow Anything. I just don't want it to be so overcrowded that I'm not going to get good circulation. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of these in there, but I'm going to cover it with foil so that there's no light that gets down in it. And I'll show you that once it's done, and I'll do the same thing with the other system.
I've got to reset this one. This is the old one, and this is when I had the tomatoes. And you can see how long they were growing, 78 days, and they were abundant. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset these.
Okay, after thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Tom Thumb lettuce, and I'm gonna put that in between the two. It's a very small lettuce, and so I'm gonna put that in between the two, and that way everything will be full, and I should get quite a bit of lettuce. Did I say how excited I was that AeroGarden is still going to be in business? I am pretty excited about that. I've grown this Tom Thumb lettuce before outside. It does grow really small, so I think it will be really a lot of seeds in here too. So I think it's a good option. A lot of seeds. I think it's a good option for in the middle. Sometimes I do that, wet them, because they are very tiny. I'm only gonna So there we go. 2 AeroGardens full of lettuce and tomatoes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put these on it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put these labels on there, and then I'll put this on it as well. And we'll just see how it grows, and we'll go together. We're gonna grow them together. I'm excited to finally have something growing. It has been a while for me, so I'm very excited to have these 2 AeroGardens set up. So guys, I decided to go ahead and get this one growing as well. I might as well. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grow more lettuce. That's what I'm gonna grow in this one, all lettuce. And then when I get ready to grow outside and get ready to start seeds like that, then I'll grow some of the herbs probably. But herbs are usually pretty easy to grow, but I'll use my seed starter and grow some of the herbs then. So thank you guys so much for coming along with me and watching. Let me know if you are growing anything indoors, if you are growing hydroponically. Let me know in the comments below that you are growing that. Let me know what things work really well for you in your hydroponic system. I know that I grew some tomatoes one year, and they were supposed to be a smaller tomato, but they really were not. And so they just didn't work out there, but they worked out great outside. So listen, let me know. There are some things that I may want to come back and grow. Let me know about the lettuces that you're growing, all the greens that you're growing. If you're growing those indoors, let me know some varieties that work really well hydroponically. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me. I will be bringing you along with me as I'm growing in my AeroGarden systems as part of this hashtag WIG 2024 challenge.